When I went for my exchange in the Netherlands,
Yeah.
I actually understood what it was being a foreigner in another country. Because here in Italy, I was in my hometown,
Yeah.
and even if I could understand what foreign students were experiencing, I could never understand it fully. And when I went there, I was in the same situation. So it was challenging for me as well.
Mostly people just like to talk free in their own language. Okay, they express more easily in their own language rather than another language, be it Italian or English. So likewise, we are more comfortable in spending the most time with the people who speak the same language like us. But yeah, our interaction have been with a lot of people.
We have the same food, the same culture, and the same places all over in Pakistan. So we are more comfortable with them.
Maybe it's from like the idea that the other person, or maybe, for example, an Indian person, might think that the Italian person doesn't know English or stuff like that, or they wouldn't know how to communicate, or maybe they don't feel comfortable talking with.
First of all, I'm Iranian. Maybe the best connection for me for having conversation. It's my countryman, Iranian, because we speak in the same language. But if I'm have an international conversation, connection, I think Kyrgyz, Kazakh, and Uzbek people are welcoming people. I have lots of Kazakh and Kyrgyz people.
Like friends?
Yes, they are friends of mine.
It depends on education. Because for me it is really important that this person must be charismatic, educative, and positive. And for me it doesn't matter if this person is from Iran or Pakistan, it doesn't matter. But we should remember about cultural code. If you came from other country to Italy and you want to make a close relationship with somebody else, it's important to remember that you have another culture and another mentality. So that's why sometimes it is a little bit difficult to understand why this person did like this. But if there is education on this person, it's okay.
So sometimes they could also be less friendly, or it could seem that they're ignoring you, but they're just ashamed because they don't know how
shy.
to. Yeah, they're shy. They don't know how to handle the conversation,
I see.
And I was like that too when I first came to study here at Tor Vergata University.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to make friends with people from other countries and know things from their culture, from their nation, and things like that. But I was super shy at first because I was afraid of making mistakes, and I just preferred not to talk to them and just talk to Italian people because it was more simple.
Talking with other people, so they might find it easier to talk with people that come from the same country because they have something in common. And maybe it's that, but I don't know.
No. We have a friend here who is from region north of India, and he cannot speak Hindi or Urdu, that you could say.
Yeah.
He speaks English only, but he spends a lot of time with us too. So it really doesn't matter when it comes to spending it's more like the connection or the people that you get comfortable with.
Mine. I also have 2 Russian friends, 1 Indian friend, 4 or 5 Pakistani person.
For example, with Ukrainian people, we are so close. Our mentality is similar, not just similar, it's just the same one. Russian and Ukrainian, but now it's because of the situation we respect each other, and we don't talk about we talk about war, but we respect each other. That is important in this situation, to respect traditions and respect feelings of people from other countries.
For example, before studying here, I didn't even know that Azerbaijan was a country. I mean, I know, I admit it, but I've never heard about it. And knowing people from that country, it's
we haven't been here for long. It's just I guess it's the second month or it's the first month. So maybe hopefully in future we get along with them as well.
Yeah, we can spend much more time together to know each other, especially from their different nationalities. So then we will just know better each other.
Yes, I was surprised when I arrived here because I thought that Kazakhstan people, they are more traditional, and they're not ready to be friends with other nationalities. But I was really surprised, and I'm really glad for it, for this experience. Because Kazakhstan people, they're so open-minded, and they have some traditions, but they invited us to immerse ourselves to these traditions, to try to taste their dishes, and that's why for me they're so hospitable, so friendly. I also have friends from Kazakhstan. I really may tell that they are my friends because we share our ideas, we have the same thoughts
about exams, about study, and it's not just about lessons and studying. Sometimes we talk about our culture, we talk with each other a lot about our culture, how different we are, about our religion, our culture, our food.
You don't want to sound ignorant because maybe you see something that is different, you don't know what that is, and you don't want to go and ask that person something that might seem obvious to them. So for some it might be the fear of seem like an ignorant person or somebody that doesn't know things.
Yes,
basically.
and the way to talk, not sometimes I really don't understand why this person said it. I really don't know sometimes, but it's no problem because that is the traditions, that is the culture, and it's okay. They're so nice, so I can't say something against them. I really like Kazakhstan people.
you know, sometimes you don't even have the energy to explain those things, you know, because there's people that are super stubborn and they are super firm in their convictions, you know, in their beliefs. So sometimes you just let it go, you know.
Yeah,
So I think there should be more openness from both parts.
exactly.
I think, for example, Russian people are they are quiet people most of the time. So sometimes it's difficult to make connections.
But as for me, for example, Iranian people, they're a little bit close, and they're like introverts for me, and it's a bit difficult to make close relations with them, and also they have another traditions.
But you don't progress with easy things.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's also why I started to be more open, to put myself out there, and try to be more friendly.
So, if you feel uncomfortable in this situation, the important thing which I tell in this conversation, you should talk about this. That sorry, I feel uncomfortable. Why you don't do like this? Why you didn't tell me it? Just explain why it is important for you, and after it you may solve this problem. just conversation.
Yes, exactly. Considering.
You could organize something like not a party, but something like that, where you invite specifically people that are coming from other countries, and well, basically you invite these people, and it would be an occasion for everybody to connect.
Yes.
So people that maybe are not comfortable talking with other people, in that space they have a situation where they can. It's easier.